Well, hello and welcome back to another Minecraft episode with your good friend Rad on the Dogcraft server. It is episode 11 and I am back over here at the iron farm slash villager breeder. Get my words out tonight. And we left it. You can probably see what's going on over there, cheeky. We left it last episode where I had managed to capture a number of zombie villagers. There was a cryptographer, a librarian, and a nitwit. That was it. And two of them, a nitwit and one of the either the cryptographer or the librarian, gave birth. Unfortunately, when I logged back on, that little baby was gone. I don't know where they went or why, but it was just gone. And they stopped breeding. I didn't know what was going on or what was happening, so I did a bit of investigation and I found that I probably needed a villager up here near the doors. And this guy was the first one in one of these cells, and he was another zombie villager who I cured, and he then kicked off the breeding process and they started to go crazy. Look at them all in here. Tons of them. I also captured a zombie villager farmer as well and cured him, stuck him in here, and he started doing his job, farming the crops and chucking all the food around. And these guys, what was that? Who are you chucking the food at? These guys have not stopped. Let's just have a look down below. And it's working pretty well. I forgot to mention, because they were producing so well, I've managed to fill all the cells around. Let me just quickly show you. So I've managed to fill in all of the cells now with the villagers that were actually breeding down below, and I've shipped them up into here. And you can't make love through the wall, alright? I know she's attractive, but you're gonna hurt bits if you try and do that through. Oh jeez, flaming skeleton in my face. That was kind of freaky as he was strolling along towards me. So they're all in here now, and that means that I am now getting Geronimo iron golems. Yes, I am. Look at that. Iron and poppies. Not so happy about the poppies, but iron. Oh yeah, this is the main reason I built this. And obviously this is the second reason I built this. Look at these villagers. You're a librarian. You're a librarian. You're a cryptographer. You guys can probably bite the bullet when it happens. But yeah, I want some villagers to trade with. Oh no, they're farmers, aren't they? I need to find farmers that give me good trades for emeralds as well. And it's getting a little crowded in there now, so I need to find a solution to ship them out. And I'm going to put them temporarily in a little villager one wide cell system. So pardon me, we'll get them up onto the minecarts and into a water stream, and they'll drop into each of the cells, and then I can decide who I want to keep and who I don't. But before we do that, I think there's something that I need to take care of first. So I kept one of the first iron ingots from the farm and one of the first poppies, or the first poppy as well. And I feel that they deserve a place as being the first from the farm. Oh, there we go. In the house. So there we go. First iron ingot, first poppy. So it's getting a bit crazy in there now, so I need to get on with this and get cracking. Now it depends on how my resources hold out. I need powered rails, detector rails, normal rails, so I'm going to be using iron. I'm going to be using my gold as well. So I'm not sure how many cells I'll get, but if I get enough and then I get the villagers that I want, I mean, how many books do we really need? Mending, efficiency 5, fortune 3. You know, we're not going to take up too many cells once we find the ones we want, and a good farmer to trade with. So yeah, there, it could be just this area, but it depends how far I can get. So rather than me rambling on, let me just get on with it, and I'll give you a quick update. Right, I've got the first bit in. I've got the rails in. So essentially, if you work from one end to the other, put a normal rail down, and then a powered rail, detector rail, and then a normal rail at the top as well. And that will help to align. Having the normal rails at the top and bottom will help to keep these in line. So you just carry on doing that each strip, and we end up with this. Now get on with the next bit, and I'll give you a little update. So a little progress update for you. It is getting even more crowded in here. Oh my word, we're gonna have a ton of villagers to get rid of. Yeah, so I've cracked on with this a bit. I forgot to say, once you get the rails in position, you just take away the rails at the bottom and the ones at the top, and then round the back you put you power the powered rail at the bottom, and then you put a redstone torch on the detector rails, and then that powers this block, which goes into another redstone torch which powers the block above. And that, if I can get up here, then powers the block above. Yep, so then you put redstone torches on top of those, and then repeaters pointing towards the fence gates, and then you put blocks along here, put fence gates all along, take away the blocks again, and then put half slabs. If you put 2 blocks out and then half slabs on that block, and then run those all the way along, and you can take those 2 blocks away, and then trapdoors on the bottom half of the slab all the way along. Now if you want, you can use iron trapdoors, and that should then probably remove the possibility that you might actually trigger the trapdoor yourself rather than relying on any redstone. But you just I don't have enough iron at the moment to do that, so I'm gonna just hopefully click on the villager rather than the trapdoor. Should be alright, it's down there. Oh, and we're getting plenty of golems. We're nearly up to a full stack of iron. We have, I think, pretty much done. So once we got the fence gates in, then put 2 blocks above the trapdoors as well. Put another row of blocks, buttons underneath, so when you actually then hit the button, that triggers the trapdoor below. So that's when you want to drop the villager in their minecart down into this water stream here. So I've just ran water streams along and fence water stream, and I'll decide where I want to put them, or these might be the guys that I keep and then eventually ship off to the trading cave. But I've got this little track in here, and this goes up towards the top, and just at the end of the fence gate here we then put another 2 closed to help with the alignment of the minecarts when they drop into the water stream. A row of blocks on top of the repeaters so that the redstone doesn't get knocked out by the water, and of course then just run your water streams the fence across like that. So this should work, but I need to now build a cell that's going to take these villagers up and away one at a time. And yeah, I've got stop breeding in the cell pit of breeding. Stop it. Bad enough with the amount that I've got to deal with. You're not helping. I actually got rid of some of them by creating villager eggs, the custom crafting item on the server, so I'll be selling those in my shop if you want to go along and have a look. 600 Dogcraft dollars each. And about 9 of them I managed to get, so get them while they're going is good. So yeah, they're building up again. I need to get a little cell in here, automated thing, that's going to get them up into there. So, it has been 24 hours. It's been a day since I last told you, or the last clip, that I was going to work on this sort of delivery separation system over here. And when I logged on, things were getting a bit crazy in here, and it seems, and I didn't expect it to happen this way, that the villagers have still been breeding when I've not been online, and producing the babies. I just thought that if I wasn't here loading the chunks, that this wouldn't happen. Normally when I log off and come back on, nothing's actually changed. So unless somebody's been in the area, I suppose that could be a cause for it. So I had to put in a little off switch for this, and this was the solution. Now it's from, it was the same guy who came up with the design, and basically what it does is it pushes a villager up into the what is regarded as the villages, and because there is then 11 villagers up there, based on the amount of doors, these guys down here stop breeding, stop producing the babies. So that has hopefully worked. I think it has. I've not seen any hearts, and they only just seem to be having little gatherings about discussing ways of murdering me in my sleep, and I haven't seen anything getting produced. And the good thing is, as you saw just there, that the iron golems are still pouring out of this bad boy. So it is working a treat. So I thought, I was quick checking here. Yep, look at that. Nearly 2.5 stacks of iron bars. Working well. So I thought I would attempt to do this. Now this is probably not going to work on camera with you guys. So what I need to do is have... Oh no, this is a 2x3. I need 2x2, so it's basically putting water in one corner, pushing them to another corner. So I may have to work with this corner here. So I push them to there. That needs to be quite far down. This is where it's all gonna go wrong. Hello. You're not gonna let me put a block back now, are you? No, you're not. Great. Ow. Can I do it this way? No. You are standing on there, so I want to, ideally I want to swap that over. Can I get in there and force you guys back? Let me just see. And I got rid of that bit of ladder. Where's that gone? Let's put break this for the time being. Let's jump down. Get you guys off here somehow. Face full of hatred. Don't. Right. Yep. I'm gonna have to get this in a position where I'm not... Oh no, that's too much. Cut. So I managed to get out of there in the end, and the only way I could get out of there was by teleporting to my home, which is just over there, and then came back, because that was a nightmare. I was getting pushed around, barged around, couldn't get up the ladders, and every time I dug a block out they would obviously instantly fill the space, and now I'm thinking, well, I might just... Oh, I've got to get back in there again. Right, let's think about this carefully. Yeah, so it was a bit nuts. So anyway, if I can get down here, I can try and at least... if I can put water here, push them over to this side. It doesn't really... it shouldn't matter whether it's a 2x2 bowl. If I push them all into this space, probably better actually, because they're not jumping up and down when they get under that water. A couple of them escaped, a blacksmith and a nitwit. But if I can place that there, that should then push them in that direction. Maybe it does need to be 2x2. I think I see all the water going towards there, which is good. Okay, so then we need a we need some rails, and we put a powered rail there. And we need to power that. We go. Oh yeah, we do that. So that's then powered. You are in the way. So then we come up. We come up two, and then go for a detector. Trying to do this from memory, but it's not. I don't have particularly good memory. No, that's not right. I need another powered rail there, and we'll put another one of them down. I need a detector here, and then beside this is going to be a dispenser. Yeah, okay, and then we need a hopper. Do I have any hoppers? No, I don't have any hoppers, so let's just see if I can remember how to do this. Ah, there we go. So we need a hopper going into this, and then a chest on top, and so we'll just pop that there. This is where we're going to put the mine carts. If I put that there, it should just pop up and down. That worked. That then needs to go like this, but we need to have some detection. So essentially what I'm trying to do here is, as you saw, the villagers get picked up from the corner. This is going to be full of minecarts. Well, I haven't even asked you to test this, but it seems to be working. You've skipped the first one. That's fine. I don't mind. That'll get filled up. But I need to get the trigger from here around to there. So I believe take these out. Where's my? I need those. This. So if we do a repeater from there and another into a block, bit of dust, and then another repeater. We go I don't know how many ticks, something like that. We want to delay it, obviously, to allow that minecart to go, and then it's going to pop another minecart out on the track, and send the rest up. Oh, you're in here now, aren't you? You've got two. So let's just fill this up a bit. If I have enough. Well, I do have enough iron, haven't I? I've got a whole 2.5 stacks over there. So, right, moment of truth. I'm gonna, yeah, don't worry. I know it looks a mess. This is all a mess at the moment. I'm gonna try and tidy it up. So, If we go like that. Oh, baby. You're gonna go in the first one. Oh, look at us working a treat. Look at this. Now the question is, have I... Okay, have I put too many minecarts in here? Let's take a couple out just in case. Look at this. It seems to skip one and then the next one drops down, but that's not a problem. Am I creating lag for myself? Probably am. You're not all going to be here soon, so don't you worry. Are you enjoying the show? You're missing out on the ride, aren't you? So this is where they could get stuck on the signs, and I think they do. But then when another one comes along, it should nudge them across. So that's stopped. We've got another 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got one spare. I can hear zombies. Oh, I didn't think about that. If a zombie drops down here. I may have to mob proof this area. There may have been some solutions on the tutorial for this one wide trading cell where these guys won't get stuck on this sign. I'm not too worried. You can stay up there. How many more have we got left in here? So that's made things look a lot better. So the question is now, we need to see what these guys have got, whether they're any use to me, and I need to get some lava chuck down there to get rid of the ones I don't want. However, that's a bit of a waste of minecarts. How can I get them out of the minecarts and into the lava? I need to think about that. So I've thought about the solution of what I'm going to do with the villagers. At the moment I want to get rid of the villagers so I can find the ones that I wish to keep. And this was the solution. I found it on Mumbo Jumbo's channel. Originally I was going to try and dump them into just a pool of lava, but that would have meant that I was actually losing the minecarts as well, which was no good. So I then tried an activator rail, which sort of spits the villagers off to the side, but I couldn't figure out how to get that to work or which way they were going to jump off. So basically run the minecarts into the cactus, which is collected in the chest, and the villager always pops off onto that block with the magma block, and they die without me affecting any of their spawn rates. So I'm quite pleased with that solution. I need to crack on and get these guys up, but I think I'm going to call it a day on this episode, folks. It's gone quite long enough. I think I'll probably also do a little bit off-camera work in this area, so I might turn this into a snowy dugout hole somehow. I need to figure out how I'm going to do that, but I might just decorate the place a little bit better because it looks quite industrial and nasty looking. And then I'll spend an episode on the ice cave at some point, and then I've got plenty of other ideas as well. So I really hope you enjoyed this episode of me trying to get the villagers into some sort of order. I'm really pleased that this is now working. It works a treat. I'm also getting tons of iron, as you can see, even when I'm not actually on the server, which is great. And yeah, please leave a like, and if of course you want to see more of my journey through the Dogcraft server, then please subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one. See you later, folks.